Hello and welcome to the chat. Welcome to my live stream. It would be awesome if you could have a little fun with this together. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Can you please let me know if you can hear me all right? I'm testing a new kind of software. Files. Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Zed's Place. Thank you. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that. So I got the turntable, Zed, as you have noticed. Thank you for sharing with me how you got that and where you got that. Would have never thought to look on Amazon. Hello. How y'all doing tonight? I'm playing around with OBS. I don't know if any of you have heard of it, but I wanted to hang on, I'm gonna see what I can do here. There's a couple things I wanted to do. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. This is part of why I'm doing this now because really, don't mind me. Okay. I need to turn this off. Hi. How are you? And then I want to turn that off. Okay, we're getting somewhere. How y'all doing tonight? This is kind of why I wanted to do this now versus on a live stream that I'm using the scroll saw. Hello, Michelle. How are you? I'm not real familiar with OBS. I just installed it this week. And when you learn something new, there's no way I can be on my scroll saw trying to hit different buttons. But the purpose was to have two cameras set up, which this would be the second one, but this is not what you're gonna see on my live streams. This would be that second camera where I show you I'm putting different pieces back on the board while as I cut them, and I was having a problem with my phone. My phone was not staying hooked on the StreamYard. With this program, I can have unlimited cameras on my with this program, and it's really kinda cool. And then I can do other stuff. Trying to figure it out. Bear with me, folks. Turn it off. I want that on, that off, that off. That. Yeah, this is all part of it. And there's my incognito. I'm glad you're doing well, Michelle. Thank you so much. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate it. Um, I'm sorry if I'm playing with things a little bit here, but like I said, this OBS is definitely a program that I'm very interested in using, maybe for live streams like this. Um, but for the most part, I want to use them for um, the scrolling, the live scrolling. As you can see, I can move this stuff anywhere I want. I can even put this over my face. There we go. That's nice. Oh, I like that. Bring it up a little. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm gonna have some fun with this, apparently. Now that I like. Flying Arrow, thank you so much for coming in. Like I was explaining, I'm working with OBS right now, trying to find my way in that world because I've been using my phones, one webcam in my phone for an extra camera when I'm doing the live scroll sawing, and it has not worked out too well for me. So I've had to figure something out. And there's another gentleman that mm, turned me on to OBS and was very kind enough to show me how to use it, give me the basics, and I'm taking it from there. And if I have any further questions, I can either look up on YouTube and or ask him. If you could share out my live stream, I'd appreciate it. So today's video, I don't know if you saw it. This week has been an extremely interesting week, to say the least. The weather fluctuations from cold to hot to cool to hot, it wreaks havoc on my body. And I just couldn't get into doing this pattern. And I hadn't done letters in a long time, so I finally got myself out in the shop to do it. And as I was doing a few of the letters, I'm going, "Oh, yeah, I got this. Well, yeah, that didn't work out well." Thank you, Flying Arrow. I'll have to, um, I'll have to see if I can connect with him. So by the time I got to the 3rd mistake on that pattern cut, I was done. But the whole goal of my channel and showing that my work and me doing this work is to show you the reality of it. It's not it's not what you see on YouTube usually. As a rule, you see all the perfect outcomes. You see all the perfect cutting clips. A lot of the stuff is edited out that um, I'm experiencing, and I'm sure others do too. And honestly, it's just unfair to somebody like me to show me videos like that and be kind of deceived by it. So, thank you, Flying Arrow. Yeah, I'd appreciate if you hit the like button for me. So, although I was um, annoyed that I couldn't finish the video the way I like to finish them, I thought, well, this is the reality of it. This is the reality of this hobby. And I'm sure there's many other hobbies out there that do not um, have great outcomes, but they're never shown or they never make it to upload on YouTube. Goldie, good to see you, hon. Thank you so much for coming in. If you guys haven't checked out Goldie's channel, please um, bear with me. Uh, there we do that. Hey, Goldie, put your link up for me, would you? Zed, if you'd like to do the same thing, you're welcome to do so. Don't be offended if all these moderations are taken off for next week. As a rule, I don't do this, but because this is just a chit chat live stream, I don't mind. Flying Arrow, you can throw your link up as well, or throw each other's links up. That's fine too. Wendy, are you still here, hon? So yeah, this woodworking thing is interesting to say the least. Thank you, Flying Arrow. I appreciate you doing that. I know I could do it, but you know, I just look to see how I can put goldies up. I'm going, I can't do that. I ran into a problem last week when I was testing out this OBS and I totally crashed my system. I couldn't access my cameras, I couldn't access my microphone. Boy, oh boy, it was a nightmare. Hello, Blake. How are you? Are you gonna throw your link up? Can somebody put Goldie's link up? Are you serious, Goldie? I don't mind taking it away. So anywho, I lost my train of thought completely. So it's gone. There we go. Excuse me. All right. I'll just assume you don't want it. Thank you, Flying Arrow, for doing that. Ooh, 100 degrees today, Blake. Blake does lawn care. He has a full-time job as a trucker, but he does lawn care as well on weekends. And down in Georgia, it's a little bit hot. We're actually supposed to hit up in the 90s um, in a few days. Oh yeah. So yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm trying out OBS. Let me get back to that program. I can remove things. I can have several cameras. Don't want to do that. This is the goal though for my scroll sawing to have a separate camera up in the corner, and that's a webcam. It's not my phone. And what I did when I first started this, let me see if I can do it. Oh, there it is. And then this one, turn off, off, off. Oh, come on, Amy, you can do it. There we go. Yeah, see, this is the part of using OBS that I'm not uh, adept at. So, again, it's a learning curve. Don't mind the backdrop. That was a quick makeshift backdrop to make this work. Um, the other thing I can try to do, let me think. This, move it up there. Take this. Nope. There we go. Let me see how that looks. Oh, then I can chit chat up in the corner while I run my silly thing over here. Thank you, Flying Arrow. I appreciate it. Uh, Well, there's the thing. It's not the computer that I needed. The OBS software itself doesn't utilize a lot of resources. I was misinformed on that. What I did have to do, though, is because I have an older laptop, I only have 3 USB ports, and I used 2 of them for the cameras, which is what I wanna use now, 2 of them for the cameras, 1 for my mouse, and I have a lapel wireless microphone as the 4th item, and I couldn't do it. So, I spent $6 for a USB hub and another 10, I think, for another webcam, which was minimal considering what you can spend on this stuff. So, that's not too bad considering. But the other thing too is it's gonna be useful for more than just, that. There's videos I can do. I can create my videos, trying to set this up, see if I can move that off to the side more. Oh, I see what I did. Make that bigger, and go like that. Oh, there we go. Now I think I got it. You need a spindy? A spindy. Is that what that is? A spindy? I have this set up in my living room, and so everything's a little, MacGyvered because I'm not gonna be doing this in my living room. If I choose to do live streams like this in the future, as far as just chit-chatting, I'll use my desktop versus this because I can set up everything a lot easier. What else is going on, guys? Happy Saturday night. Oh, I don't think you'll fit on that turntable. Oh, there's something else. Oh, I should try to do this while I'm on live. Okay, I think I can. Mm, let's see if I can do it. And you can watch it happen. Uh, I'm just gonna Google search a picture, pick one. Gotta be just the right one now. Hey, Amy, it's not rocket science. Just pick one. All right. Bear with me. You're gonna like this. This is pretty cool. This is stuff I would have handy. Thank you, Flying Arrow. Appreciate you being in. Take care. Thanks for throwing all the links up for me. Well, okay, I need to do this. This is pretty fun. I was pretty pumped up about this. All right. You can see the image in the upper corner. Nope, don't want to do that. Turn me off. Hold on now. Bear with me. Oh my goodness. Amy, you can do it. I can do it. There we go. Yeah, it's really fun. So I just put my video on that TV, but something doesn't seem right. Seems off. Oh no, it's a weird TV. But that you get the idea. Now, a lot of times, StreamYard is been a really good source of being able to do different things, but you have to pay for it. And you know, I'm not wealthy by any means. And so I'm not gonna really I didn't really wanna have to pay for I did pay for StreamYard a few years back, and it was wonderful, um, at the time, but it's just not there's no, return on investment. All the money that you may or may not spend on YouTube, you're not gonna get a return on your investment unless you're just one of those viral channels that goes berserk, you know? So, I try to keep all my costs minimal. Okay, I'm back. Well, that was fun, but what I just did there, those are things I can do ahead of time. I don't have to do it while I'm on a live. Hi, Leon, how are you? Thank you so much for your comments on my videos. It's really amazing to have your input. I'm testing out an OBS software, Leon, because when I was doing my live streams, um, I wanted to show a separate capture of what I was doing on the side like that. Um, haha, the lighthouse one, the segmentation where I wanted to put everything together. And I wanted a separate camera for that, and my phone was freezing up. And so as I was putting stuff on there, I didn't realize it, so y'all didn't get to see a lot of that. Yeah, I'm using the free streamer. You can see it up in the corner. And OBS is also free, but it gives me a lot of those options that I used to have in StreamYard and actually better options, um, to add more things if I want. I can't do this with just StreamYard, Zed. What I was doing on here that you've been watching cannot be done with StreamYard unless you have the paid version. Layering different things. I don't have a green screen. I would have to have that if I wanna do that kinda thing, but that's fine. I don't need any of that because I really got all this set up for the live scroll saw on Saturday nights. So, you know, now if I wanna show you what I have on the other camera, that's me, that's that. That is the other camera. Hello, with the turntable on it. That was my goal for this OBS. So and it doesn't freeze, and I don't have any issues with it. So that's why I was doing this. Hi, Terry, how are ya? This is an unusual live for me. I'm not, I used to do live streams like this all the time, chit-chatting. I haven't done them in years, but I needed to work with the OBS program so that when I do my next scroll saw pattern live, I'm more familiar with how to use this. And I can play all I want offline, but it's different when you're actually live and you get comfortable with the different things you wanna do. Hope you're having a nice night. Um, let me see if there's something else I can put on there. Hmm, well, so you're not seeing me bob my head all over the place. I'll just leave that run and give y'all something else to look at. Oh, this is different. I made those before I started scroll saw, and what I did was, I used a hole saw, so I cut 5 circles out, and what did I do? Oh, I took my electric drill and I made a makeshift lathe out of it, so I could shape those after I glued them for candles. So they're just candle holders, tea lights. That was before scroll saw. This is by far my favorite. I think y'all know that. I might have to move the camera. Oh yeah, I do. That is by far my favorite. I think, oh, Dagon, how are you, hon? Good to see you. No, it's not. It would be nice if it was, but, um, for what I wanna use it for, I don't need it to be remote controlled. Hi, Dagon. So, yeah, no, it's China controlled. I was so happy with that horse. If I could find the picture quick enough, I think that's a little crooked. Yeah, it looks weird. Anyway, you guys understand. I'm new at this. Yeah, that's how I do it, yeah. Black gloves, right, with a line that goes to the wall and plugs in. It's also battery operated, but I'm not wasting batteries in that. Like I said, it's not something I use a lot. Um, wow, this is crazy. Yeah, it's electric. You can either plug it in or put a battery in it, either or. It's not something I pretty much bought the cheapest one on Amazon. I wanted it for stuff like this after for my videos. Uh, you had to ask that, huh, Leon? Had to ask. Thank God I take videos of everything because I have no memory whatsoever. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm pretty sure it's 3/4. A little bit over 3/4 of an inch. Any wood that I have, um, I got for free. No, that's 3/4. Yeah, I don't remember what I paid for this. It was under 20 bucks, Dagon. It really was pretty cheap. Thank you, Leon. I appreciate it. This is by far the one piece I'm the most proud of, other than my tree of life. They're very close for first place on being my favorites. I do want to make another one of these horses, um, but not anytime soon. See, it looks really super crooked. There's something not right here. It's almost crazy looking to me. Okay, well, I'm over it. Uh, oh, I wear that shirt, huh? I don't think so. I did, let me show you something. I did this earlier. I thought it was funny. Hold on. Let me see. This is the part that I'm not really familiar with. Is doing this um, smoother. All right. There we go. My new mask. Or I could go that look. So there's a free software that takes the background off of any of your pictures and they become transparent on here and I can move them anywhere I want, which is nice. So let me do back to that. I think the only issue I have with the software is my laptop is small and I really can't seem to have a lot of windows open. Thank you, Dagon. But there are different scenes I can where I can just jump from scene to scene. Let me see if I can do that. I made one. There it is. Okay. Where it's seamless. So the other one that you were watching, that there, I can just switch from one to the other. That's how I was getting around that. I'm just playing for the most part. Um, oh, let me go back to the other one. Eric, I'm going to tell you something. This software is amazing. Totally amazing. It's the OBS software. Um, it doesn't take up a lot of room in your computer. I know you do your stuff on your phone for right now. I get that. Been there, done that. I never did a live stream on my phone, I don't think. Through StreamYard, I did. But I have never gone through YouTube to make a live stream ever in the entire life of my channel. And I sometimes want to do that just to see what it's like, but I don't. I'm spoiled. StreamYard is what I started doing live streams with, and so I never ever went through YouTube to do them. Oh, sorry. I'm playing again. Okay, I will show you since you. There we go. I'm getting better at it. This cat was the very first scroll saw like that I ever had done. I did that with a jigsaw, and that was a nightmare of sanding afterwards. But when I did that cat, I knew that that was the type of woodwork I wanted to do. And then this bear claw was the next option when I bought a $20 scroll saw that was one day younger than God. And that was the next turning point to buy a scroll saw worthy of doing work like this here. This is a what do they call it? 3D cut. This is also a 3D cut, and it says "Enjoy today." And then on the other 2 sides, it's backwards. But that was a fun cut. I did that on a live stream. Now the other thing with this OBS is this particular clip that I made will constantly loop. It's gonna go right from the horse back to the beginning again. Although that's not a smooth transition. Again, I'm learning, but I'll get it. I do like Leon, I learned some hard lessons with that, and I learned them on the live stream. The, Enjoy Today one went really well, and I thought I was gonna do another one the following week, and that was just a nightmare. I had the wrong kind of wood. It was a battle. Oh, Lord, it was a battle. I did not like it at all. That's a real bear claw hanging in the pad of the claw there. A friend of mine gave me 2 of them to make jewelry with, and I don't wear jewelry, so I'm not gonna be making it anytime soon. And I wanted to do something with it, so I made that bear claw, and I'll make another one a different style and use the other bear claw that I have. Roland, good of you. Good for blah, 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 blah. Good to see you. How's your morning? Got your coffee in? First cup of coffee going? Thank you, Eric. Much appreciated. I just grabbed this was all a quick throw it together today. So I didn't grab a whole lot. I have a whole crate full of work that I've done. Um, a lot of it, they're so they're not gonna sit and spin real well. I can make a stand for them, and I will. I also made this with the jigsaw as well. M&J, thank you for coming in. Good to see you. Again, I'm testing out OB with this, and my friend Roy has been very kind to help me out with well, with everything. Not a lot, everything. Boucher Street, Cindy, very good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Well, I think it's Roland, I was playing around and I realized that I can make scenes where I can just jump from one thing to another. And so now throughout the live so far before you came on, I was just doing stuff live, a little awkward, but that's okay. I'm not gonna be doing a lot of this type of work when I'm doing a live scroll saw, but it gives me something I can do, like, I can throw this up when I wanna take a break, uh, during a live scrolling. So, it's kinda neat that I can do that, smoothly. So it's just those little things that you want that I wanna get comfortable with doing. Oh, again, this one was, one of the first ones I ever did, and you don't wanna look at that one up close. It ain't pretty. Let me see, there's a way I can do this. I keep forgetting. Hi. Hi. I'm gonna sorry. I forgot I had me all kinds of bigger up there. I didn't want that. That's kinda what I want right there. Oh, yeah, right the StreamYard thing. Idea. Let's go with plan B. There we go. Plan B it is. I didn't expect that to happen, Roland. It was actually an error. That's why that's exactly why I'm doing this tonight. So when I do things like that, I am, not distracted by it when I'm using the scroll saw because it's a fun distraction, don't get me wrong. I'm kind of enjoying playing with this, but I'm definitely seeing how this is going to help with some of my, videos. There's definitely going to be a learning curve, and I can take my time with it. And I'm glad I didn't scroll tonight. Oh, yeah, you take care of those kids. Thank you, M&J. Normally, M&J, I do a live scroll saw cutting, um, but this week was not meant to be. If you saw my video earlier today, you'll know why. I was all done. Um, and that video was meant to be finished tonight because there was a lot of pieces, and I was gonna do part of them for the video that I put upload during the day and then do the finishing cut in the evening, and I still will probably do that, but I'm gonna give myself a break. I'm not planning on, um, jumping right back to that. Yeah, the 3D ones are cool. I just have to get the right kind of wood for them, um, which, that other live stream I did was a nightmare, so because I didn't have the right kind of wood. Um, Everything I've done so far, as far as these types of pieces, the, um, the other horse, even these 3D cuts, um, think, Amy, a lot of the beginning plaques I was doing, it's all wood that I got for free. It was given to me. I saved it from the trash, that type of thing. And so I really don't know what I have until I start cutting into it. And some of it's pretty bad. Even this piece here, this horse, that was a piece I found that the pattern fit on it. And I'm like, you're it. You're the next contestant. And that's what I do. I pick a pattern that I want to make and I start rooting through my piles of wood. That's how that works. See where that pattern's gonna fit. I do wanna make more of these cats, though. Oh, I know it would, Roland. I also have to iron it because it has so many wrinkles in it. I've got I've got clamps pulling that tight, so the big wrinkles you see are because of that. I had that thing wadded up somewhere. I had told you I had one of those. But it's, having a place to hang it so I can do that. Where that is right now is approximately 3 foot wide by 5 foot tall. It's a framework that I use to dry my clothes on that I made. So if I go to the other camera, let me see if I can do it. I have to do okay, that's the other camera. Let me turn this off. So that's just the horse sitting there spinning. And you and I would discuss this. This was the whole purpose of doing this was so I could put that camera there. Bear with me. So when I'm doing my scroll saw work, I have both these options that I can show and or just jump full screen to full screen from either camera, which is kind of cool. I'm really, really liking this program. Wichita, you made it. How are you? Good to see ya. I am playing with OBS with StreamYard, and the goal was to have that camera, two cameras. And last week, no, couple weeks, yeah, it was last week. My phone kept freezing up. It just wasn't working. So I picked up on another webcam. I'm using this OBS software. I'm not going to have that issue when I do the live scroll saw anymore. I don't know if you caught my video today. I'm sure you have a whole boatload of words of wisdom. but, it was one of those 3 strikes and I'm out, and I set the entire project aside. I was supposed to be cutting the rest of that pattern tonight, and I just went to plan B. So here's plan B, me talking to y'all while I play with, the OBS software and get comfortable with it. Uh, that off. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Yes, it is. Hmm, turn that off. There we go. This is some of the original work had done. This cat was what got me into on the journey towards scroll sawing. Parasolo, good to see you. Oh, I know you work really, really crazy hours. I hope you have a good day at work, Parasolo. I'm just checking out the OBS software so I have a better, a smoother live scrolling live streams. Um, my video was supposed to be tonight was supposed to be finishing that pattern tonight because there's quite a bit of work on it, and it ended up being one of those projects that I have to set aside. Oh, 6 months. Oh, no, I no. Wow. I have to tell you though, Wichita, when I was doing that cut on on those letters, I felt like I had never used a scroll saw before. It was such a weird sensation, everything felt awkward. I was using the wrong blade, I was not holding it down right, I mean, I did everything wrong, gone wrong, and I paid the price for it. And when I first started out and I fixed, quote, "fixed the first screw mess up," um, yeah, then I go ahead and drill a pilot hole where there wasn't supposed to be one. Now I'm filling that hole in with glue. Okay, still it wasn't, that was 2 strikes, and then, of course, when the 3rd one happened with the letter A, I was done. That's also a fixable situation. I just had 0, I was done. No more patience, no more desire to keep messing with it. But I am stubborn, I will get back to that. So I just, exactly, Leon, exactly, there's only one pattern that I started cutting way early on, and it was a super fine fretwork, and I destroyed it. That went right in the trash. Well, I burned it. There was no saving it, there was no coming back, and I just tossed it. But what I was thankful for is I didn't have a lot of time invested in it. The major problem happened very early on. So, and the wood that I wasted, I didn't buy. I'll do that a lot. That's why I only do 1 video a week and 1 live stream a week, because if I put too much pressure on myself to do more than that, I can't walk away from my cutting. I can't always sit there for a long time. It took me a little bit to get used to doing that on a live stream. The first couple, I was exhausted because I don't normally do that. It normally takes me a day or 2 to do a project because, My body is not what it used to be, and when I force myself to do more than I should, plus I have other things I have to do, it's not like this is all I have to do. Yeah, life, like doing dishes, and I do cut several lawns for people in my immediate area. I don't have a car, so I just walk over with my lawnmower. They're not that far away. So I do that, and I have dogs. Have fun with the dogs. Yes, Leon. Same here. I do walk away, but there's a couple of nights that I didn't sleep well because I was still cutting in my sleep going, "I shoulda just kept going. I can tell when I'm getting tired. I can tell. I'm now catching on to that. So what's everybody doing tonight? You start crossing your eyes. No, I'm actually not holding the piece onto the table tight, and thank God there were several times, even with this horse, I did that a couple of times, but with a 1-inch thick piece of wood, it didn't cause any issues. I just knew I was done because I just, I ran out of juice. What's everybody doing tonight? Playing? Are you playing? Oh, nice. That's what I like about a lot of live streams. This one you really don't have to watch. I'm just shooting the breeze. Um, but a lot of the live streams I've been watching lately, I don't have to watch them. Well, of course you are, Blake. You are most welcome to walk away from my live stream if you wanna get some sleep, my friend. I'm not gonna get offended. I know what it's like to do a lot of that work in the heat. It wipes you out. Never, never. Oh my, Wichita. I hope everything's alright. I'll send some prayers up. Definitely say a prayer for your son. I hope he's okay. Yeah, we are, Blake. We definitely are. I think you and I need to get together for a live stream on your channel and have a chit chat like the old days. That would absolutely be fun. But with your busy schedule, it would have to be up to you. Oh, you don't have a computer anymore, do you? In due time. Yes, Wichita. That's an excellent piece of advice. The only problem with that is I do a lot of my scrolling early in the morning. So if I save the last several pieces for the next day, that ain't happening. I save it for after dinner. But that's still a full day stretch in between. So how far away are you from where your son is? Wichita. Is it close by where it's not, families are spread all over nowadays. Yeah, this is getting boring. The picture, sorry. Uh, 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 Hi. We'll put the picture. Let me see. I'll see if I can do it. There we go. That's the live one. I think the more I do this, the easier it's gonna be. Oh, okay, so you're close. Yes, I'm here, Roland. I haven't gone anywhere. I just, I'm not used to being in front of the camera. It's been a few years. I'm glad you're close by to where your son is, Wichita. That's always, a blessing. I know Jessica and RB. Jessica is hanging out with her son today. I really hope she has a great time. What, with the OBS part? I think, on Sunday, I wanna try it again and do what we had discussed so I don't mess up my computer again. Uh, what I tried was to get up on a panel with somebody using OBS, and I started playing with buttons and settings and flipping and switching switches, and I lost my camera and my audio. And my really good friend, who I call my man crush, but it's just a nickname. Don't go there, anyone. Spent an hour with me trying to figure it out. We were both It was just dumb luck that we figured it out. Oh, nice. Nice, Blake. So, a newly covered is it in the same location as it was, but it's now in a covered area? Is that what you're trying to say? Oh, well, good for you. Um, I guess that for the summer, that's really a good thing. Are you gonna use the cover anyway, when it's off season? I personally would, but just so that, I don't know, better protected, maybe? Oh, so there's, in the covered area, okay. I'll talk to you on the phone about that another time. You know how my mind works. You answer one question, I have 5 more. Oh, you do? You just haven't been because of circumstances. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, Blake had a lot of issues with all kinds of debris. That boat cover was a blessing, but I know how that is. It's also a pain in the butt. Ooh, well, enjoy the movies. Thank you so much, Leon, for coming in. I I sincerely appreciate having you here. Um, and thanks for putting up with me. Movies. I haven't been to the movies in ages. I think I was in my late 20s the last time I did the movies. And I think the only reason I don't go now, unless you, it's so expensive. It's ridiculous. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, Leon. What about, I'm gonna ask anyway. What about, is it okay, it's covered, but do other, people have access to your boat? Or because of the location, it's not a concern? Just curious. Blake's tired and I'm making him type. No, sorry, Blake. I'll wait for the next phone call. All secure. Sweet. That's way cool. You know, it's funny how things change in life. Blake has gone through a whole series of changes, and because I'm on the outside looking in, it's like been phenomenal. I mean, major life changes, right? But as you go through it, you think, "Wow," and then all of a sudden, it's over, and you're in a whole new arena, a whole new, I call them season, a whole new season of life, and it just is, it's so cool. And then when I look back at the last several years of my life, I can't imagine how I got through some of the stuff I got through. I'm like, wow, because at the time um, it sucked. That's the best way to put it. But I had faith, right? And so when I was dabbling with the woodworking, I've done electronics, um, artwork, sewing, knitting, crocheting. I've done a lot of that stuff as a hobby, and I never really stuck with any of it. I enjoyed it while I was doing it, but it quickly kinda went to the wayside, and so I have always wanted to work with wood, always, and it was me getting in my own way, and once I started this journey, it was last year at the beginning of the year, like I said, making those candle holders, let me see, let me see here. I would take, these were slats from a pallet, but they were rounded. I didn't let me get to the camera. They were rounded, so I made boxes out of them, and I have 2 of the size I just showed you and 2 other ones, and then obviously pieces of cedar, made candle holders, all rustic with the crack in the wood and all, and then I took those and put them inside the box. They fit perfect. I didn't plan that. I had no idea. And so, doing woodworking, I started getting more courage to do different things. This is the bigger one. And it just what they call it morphed into the scroll saw. Oh yeah, let me show you this. The little mini picnic tables. I was making these for a little while too. Um, they sell them as squirrel feeders. You can put a nail in the center here and screw on a screw from the bottom side up, and you can screw on an ear of corn for squirrels and birds and whatever. But I really liked that picnic table, so I kept it. I didn't want to sell it. But those are things that people do. Uh, and once something takes off, 1,000 people are doing it. Nobody wants to buy them anymore anyway. Oh, absolutely, Blake. And that is the reality of life. Um, and the belief systems that people have, you and I have discussed this before. I don't think there's any right or wrong unless it's just plain evil. But if you have a belief and you live by those beliefs, things do go really well for you. Um, I have not experienced more in the last 5 years synchronicities, miracles, unexpected things that when I thought I was at my wit's end and a solution crosses my path, I just would have never thought. Yeah, thank you, Roland. So, it just is what it is. It works for me, and my life is a lot less stressful because of it. If something happens and I'm like my project today. Well, the project wasn't today, but the video was. When that happened, I'm like, there must be a reason that that happened. I I wasn't supposed to be on live scroll sawing tonight. Maybe who knows? Maybe it saved me a finger. I don't know. I doubt it, but maybe. So yeah, it was a cute little picnic table. They were very popular here. People are making up. Well, and that's the other thing with woodworking. You can go on YouTube and the 5 top things that are really hot right now. Well, by the time that video come up, an hour ago it was posted or uploaded, right? But by the time it was uploaded, I've seen those things all over the internet, all over the, flea markets. It's saturated already, and that's why you gotta come up with something original maybe, different, and I'm gonna be going down that road soon enough, but right now I'm not. I'm just I'm honing my skills, but I do wanna make my own patterns. So, not always, but I wanna try that 'cause I have a lot of things in my head, and we'll see if I put 'em on paper. But anywho, how long have I been on here? Too long. Oh my goodness. Now, can't, oh, I'm looking. looking. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I'm looking. But like I said, if I do another live stream like this where I wanna showcase anything and stuff like that, I will definitely use my desktop for these types of lives. The only reason I am on my laptop right now is because this is what I'm gonna be using out in the shop. Well, this is what I have been using out in the shop. So, I'm thinking I go to an hour and a half and maybe call it quits. I don't know. Trying to figure out what I got going here. This, not that, this. Hi. Even though you see me the whole time, I wasn't I wa- wasn't here. What is it you want me to do, Roland? These types of live streams? Oh god, I hope not. Okay, Roland. That's it. Talk to the angel because I ain't listening no more. Oh yeah, I agree, Roland. And that's the thing, people ask me if I'm selling my stuff. Of course, I will sell it if somebody wants something, right? But I'm not making it to sell it. But because I've made so many things, I definitely got to sell them because, well, I've given away a few things too. But there's a garage sale at the end of next month. I'll have a table out there and have this stuff go for 4 or 5 bucks a piece. Not the horse, and not the angel, and not the tree of life, but the other small things like my little gnomes and just all that stuff I've been cutting over the last 6 months that you've seen on YouTube, or have you? Anyway, yeah. So I'm just, the crate that I have that's filled up, I don't want to fill up another crate. I want to empty that one and just keep going. Um, I'm I'm watching a lot of things like on Facebook Marketplace and people selling stuff. I'm seeing what happens when you put something out there. A live sale, yeah, maybe. But here's the thing, if I do that, there's a paper trail, so to speak. I don't like paper trails. So, yes, I could do that, but then I become a business entity, and I just don't wanna do that. You know, this horse I will enjoy making several of. The angel that's on the screen now, I made several of those already. The more I cut them, the easier they get. but because I'm a creative my creative I get bored with it, so I'm not gonna wanna make 10 of those and put them up for sale. The Tree of Life, I've made, I think 6 so far, and they all sold, and it was just word of mouth. I have one left that hasn't sold, and I may do it for a giveaway in one of my live streams, but I haven't fine-tuned that on how I wanna do it. Um, Speaking of that, a lot of times I go to a live stream, and most of 95% of the people I am subscribed to, but when they have subscriber only, which is fine, I don't mind, uh, that limits the viewers you're gonna have. That limits your watch hours. I mean, if you're a big, massive channel, 20, 30, 100,000 subscribers, I kinda get it. But some of the channels I come across, they are looking for watch hours, and you actually take that away by doing that because, if I'm gonna watch your content without being subscribed, well, why not? You're getting the watch time, why do I have to be a subscriber? There's a lot of channels I watch, that I don't interact with, and I'm not subscribed to them, and they just keep coming up in my feed. But, back to what I was originally stating. If I do a giveaway, um, which is a difficult thing because, for example, Roland's in Australia, uh, other people that I know are subscribed to me are in the UK. I cannot ship there, right? It has to be the United States only. And that's kinda not fair to my subscribers, right? So, I'm still mulling it over in my mind of what I would like to do or not do concerning that, but if I did a live stream and chose to do a giveaway, I would turn on that subscriber only mode because people come in like vultures when they know you have a giveaway, and I won't announce it either. So if I got, what, 10 people in the chat right now, if you're all subscribed, you would all be in it. But if you're not, you would not qualify, but you wouldn't be able to chat either. And it would be 2 weeks out because you can do the time frame, and you have to be a subscriber for at least a minute or 24 hours. I would do 2 weeks, and the live stream would be the following week, so there's no possible way that they could get in on it. 'Cause I just don't wanna play that game. People only subscribe because you're giving away something for free. That's silly, and it wouldn't be to me, it's gonna be like a once a year deal. It's not gonna be all the time. Because my goal is not to be monetized. My goal is to do what I did and am doing. Doing something I love. I know that. I know you do giveaways, and when I know you're doing them, most of the time I'll bail because, number 1, I love your work, and I'm afraid if I get something, I'm gonna wanna buy more, and I can't afford to do so. And 2, I haven't been a part of your channel that long. I don't think it's fair to the other people that have been with you for a long time. Well, Dagon, for example, if I clicked in this chat right now, at any point I can put this up, subscriber only, and I can set the time frame. You have to be a subscriber for at least 2 weeks before you can even chat. Okay? So, if I turn it on right now and there's people watching that are not subscribed, let's say Dagon's not subscribed to me, and I turn that on, not only can he no longer chat in my chat, but he will not be part of that. Yes, it can be set for that long. So I would do it for 2 weeks, and then the week before the live, I would advertise the giveaway for subscribers only, US subscribers only. Now, if people subscribe, but I'll make it clear, 2 weeks from the day of the live stream, and you obviously have to be talking in the chat to qualify. So if I don't see you saying, "Hi, Amy," or Zed saying, "Hey, what's going on?" then, you wouldn't be in the drawing because you're not in the chat. No, you can do 24 hours. I've gone to a channel, it was 48 hours, and then when I looked into it, let me look. I'm not gonna do it now. When I looked into it, I could set the time frame for whatever I want. I don't know how far out I can go, but I did set it for 2 weeks. I don't want subscribers that way, they're gonna bounce afterwards. Um, I'm starting to get Hi, Sergeant, good to see you. How you doing? There's a bunch of live streams on tonight, so I understand a lot of people are everywhere. I thought about doing my live streams on a different night, but I figured those that really wanna see what I'm doing are gonna be here. Thank you for coming in, Sergeant, it's good to see you. Yeah, I'm just hanging, I was playing with OBS. Uh, this is me, hello. The goal with the OBS is so I could have the camera in the wherever, up right now it's in the upper corner, but so I could have the camera wherever I want it for my live streams when I'm doing them with the live scrolling. Um, this week's pattern, I had to walk away from. Uh, I stopped. The video will show it. I was supposed to do the second half tonight. That's what this live stream was supposed to be, and I just that was it. I had to set it aside. I made 3 pretty decent mistakes, but not bad, but enough to annoy me and aggravate me, and I had to walk away. So I set the whole pattern aside, and I came up with plan B. Here's plan B. So this is me, Sergeant, and I'm going back to this because I like it much better. Um, yeah, it's and this OBS is really cool. Yeah, but Dagon, eh, that's one thing that hasn't changed much over the years. I average 5 to 12 people in my live streams, okay? And it's not even a consistent number. If I say I'm doing a giveaway next week, I can guarantee I'll have 30 to 50 people in here, and they are not going to stay subscribed to me because a lot of these people, um, and it's nobody I know for the most part, but they know me. And they've come across me, which is why they got the notification. If they're not interested in my content, whatever. I don't want people in my live streams that way. It's just not I'd rather just stick with my people that wanna be here. I mean, granted, this is not the most exciting live stream I've had in a while. None of them are actually, but I wanna use the saw. That's what I wanna do live streams for, and yeah, Zed, it's like vultures. It's a feeding frenzy. And you said you do it on other people's channels, the giveaways. I don't wanna do that. I was confused the last time I was on somebody's channel that you were on doing the giveaway, and I'm like, I was scratching my head for a minute, but then I caught on, to how that worked, but, that's exactly my point, Dagon. I don't wanna fall into that. I mean, I have enough stuff here, I can give away something every week. If I want the viewers that bad, I don't want it. I don't wanna grow my channel that way. I just don't. I don't think it's I just don't. I don't know, it's just not my thing. And I've done that several years back. I just pop into the live stream when I know there's a giveaway, and I'll tell you, I've won many a thing that way. And then I felt bad. So, well, and there you go. He set that standard for himself, and that's what ended up happening. And I don't want that. I just For me, I think I'm just gonna do it random, where you all are here shooting a breeze with me. I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna pull all your names, throw it into a wheel or, whatever, you know, and I got something for you. Yeah, it's tough. Everybody has different goals with their YouTube channel. I'm not as monetizing driven as a lot of them are. Would I like to get monetized? Sure. That would be nice. But if I don't have the loyal subscribers, not loyal, those that can subscribe to me because they like my content. If I don't have that, even if I'm not monetized, I'm not gonna make any money. Duh. If I do all I noticed I hadn't seen you, Zed. Uh, yeah, I noticed that, but it is me. Hang on, Sergeant. It is me. Hold on. Let me see something here. I have I have a list of words that will trigger, um, your comment to be hidden, but it's supposed to allow me to, uh, hide or show it, and I'm not seeing that. I'm not ignoring you. Where are you, Meta UK? Wait a minute, let me look. Let me look. I'm ignoring you. That's it. I'm popping up on your next live stream, UK. I'm a gonna. I'm a gonna. Wait a minute. I'm a gonna get in your face, and I'm a gonna give you a hard time. Live. Live. And I don't mind, because I think you and I could have a I know I would be welcome up on your panel, but I don't do that too often because, number 1, I don't wanna come off if it's really going very well, and number 2, I can't sit that long. That's my story there. Oh, you found the laughing button. Okay, so back to Sarge. Why let me look. Let me do this. Sarge, you're now a standard moderator. Let's see if that solves the problem for you. Yes, happy birthday, UK medic. Oh my god, I forgot already. It's tomorrow where you are. Post the link for the stream. What do you mean? I don't have enough internet for that. That's why you rendered me speechless. Poker Rossi, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Did you all throw UK medic a happy birthday? Yeah, Sergeant, I thought that was cool too. I saw that the other night when you said it was your birthday as well. So happy birthday to you. Now, are you in the States, Sergeant? Wakey. Wow. Thank you for coming in, Wakey. Do appreciate it. Okay. Um, okay. Again, let me think. I am not sure. Hang on. Let me think. I know how to get the link. I know how to put it in the chat. I'm concerned now because I'm partially deaf and I need my earbuds in place. And the last time I did that, so Roland, are you still in here? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'll give you the link. Oh, yeah, Wakey, I know. No, StreamYard's not the issue. I'm using StreamYard's not the issue. I know how to do StreamYard. I'm just going to try it. If I can't hear you, I'm going to kick you out. Let me put it that way, okay? If I'm not able to hear you. I just don't know because I don't know if I'm set up properly. So, where's my pasty? That is for Sergeant only. Waiting. I see you. Hold on.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can. Okay. And you can hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you got an accent. Hold on. That's not a bad thing. I'm hard of hearing, so the accent's not a bonus. Okay. So what was it you're trying to explain to me?
What I was writing in the chat earlier was that you were talking about giveaways and all that other stuff. And I said, Amy, I don't always make the live streams, but I subscribe because of your content and what you do. I love the woodwork. And if I'm subscribed to the channel, it's because I like what the content. And the giveaways, they're fun and cool, but that's not a prerequisite for me to be there.
Oh, I know that.
And that's what people should look at it, I think. You know, the giveaways are just a bonus for people that watch you, that are participants and support your channel.
And that's why I want to do it in a way that the ones that support me are the only ones that have an option to get it.
Yeah, I'm not into the giveaways are fun and cool 9 times out of 10. I just like it's fun to watch people do it. I don't usually get into the giveaways. I got into a giveaway once before years ago, and I actually won it, and I supported those people forever, you know, but I always liked their content, and that channel's no longer there. They died. So, but I still drink out of the glasses I won.
Right. Am I muted?
No, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, good. Yeah, I've been toying around with it for a month or two. I haven't, I want to do it random. I don't want to advertise it. So, for
Right.
example, if I got people sitting in here tonight and I just say, hey, guess what? I'm going to do a giveaway right now. And that's it. You're all here. And you got to be in the chat talking.
Right.
You know,
I mean, it sounds kind of off-putting, but you know, it's your channel, your giveaway. If you ever do one, you can actually make your own stipulations. You know, it's no different than when you do subscribers your chat. You know, you can make it subscribers only and people that have been subscribed for a certain amount of time. You could do your giveaways the same way.
And that's what I was saying. I did state that. You can go back pretty far. You can do it. I did see there was a 2-week option. They have to be a subscriber for at least 2 weeks.
Right. You know, that's and that's to be expected. You know, I wouldn't think bad of anybody doing that because I've heard of it before. I think they call it giveaway snipers.
Right.
They just go to grab stuff, you know, and they could care less who the people are or what they're doing. They just want the free stuff.
Right. Excuse me.
thank you. Medic said he rigged tomorrow's quiz, so I get the prize. Medic, if you're on StreamYard, I'm going to come up there with you. I'm not going to be a participant. I'm going to be the comedic relief.
Yeah, but see, right now you're garbled to me. I can hear you and understand you, but my internet doesn't like this
Okay.
because I
Well,
have the
I can
slowest.
get down off of here. I just wanted to. That's what I was trying to type a while ago. It was nothing. Uh, all I mentioned was giveaways and subscribing and content, and it would not let me post that comment. I tried it 3 different ways, and it just kept disappearing.
Well, what's bothering me is subscriber and giveaway. Some of those words are. I have to look again to see what's there. But but what surprises me is a window's not coming up notifying me that there was a word in there that I have flagged, and I can release it.
Right.
No,
I'm fully aware of how that works.
right, and I'm not seeing that. That's what I don't understand. Because the last time you were in, you said the same thing.
Yes, and I and that's all I was doing, just trying to show you that verbal support that giveaways are fun and cool, but that's for me to subscribe to somebody. It's not because they do giveaways. That's not a prerequisite of mine.
I pretty much know that with a lot of the people that are in my lives and watch my videos, and that's why I want it to be for them, for you guys that are you're supporting my channel and I yours. So
I mean, heck, I'm envious of your scroll saw. I'm gonna get one of those. That brand, I really like that scroll saw. I've got an old Craftsman that I've been using for years, and
oh yeah, it is nice. Find a good used one.
I love that. It's not near as my Craftsman is not near as functional as that one, and I'm gonna tell you, I basically wore it out and doing Pinewood Derby cars.
Right, right. Everybody has their brand, whether it's DeWalt or Excalibur or there's some brands from Europe that are good too.
I want that one like you've got. When I saw that the first time I started watching your channel and I saw you using that, I'm like, I want one of those.
Well, that's what I felt when I saw it.
I mean,
I
just
want
the
that.
ease of you pulling that blade and putting it back in and lifting up, and I'm like, oh wow, mine is old
Well,
school.
though you saw it with the red chucks on it, correct?
Yes,
Okay. The chucks that come with it are not that simple. So if you buy an Excalibur, plan on spending $100 and buying those chuck heads.
that's not a problem. And
Yeah,
also, if you remember, I was telling you about your Dremel. Now you've got the extension and the wand, but on the actual Dremel itself, they sell the router head and the router table and mini router head for that Dremel, and it does wonders. And it's still, you still have the handwork in it, but
right.
and I understood what you were saying the other night when I was watching you, and I even said that, you were talking about the mistake you made when you were rounding the corners with that Dremel and the edges, and you said, well, and I said that just makes it more personable. It
Right,
does.
right. Gives a character.
But the router head, if you were ever interested, and they're relatively cheap. I mean, no pun intended, but they work pretty well for small stuff like that. I was amazed when I started seeing all the miniature router stuff for the Dremel. I've had my Dremel for 25 years back. I've had it for 25 years, and it's got that long head. I used to use it to port and polish heads on a car, on engines. And I have the drill press and everything for it. It's really makes, sometimes when you're doing repetitious stuff, it works so wonderful.
Yeah, I have a Palm router. Obviously,
Yes,
it's too big for that. But I am going to look in. I haven't looked into the Dremel parts for the Dremel because I'm going to want them.
That's me. That is me to a T, you know,
So
all
I
the little
haven't even
accessories.
looked. But don't get me wrong, I haven't forgotten about that.
You know,
Um,
the Dremel accessories, that's like the Barbie for woodworkers.
yes, yes. And
Medic said he has an internet router.
well, I'm still paying off that scroll saw, and I don't have much longer to pay it off. Once that's paid off, then those Dremel toys are coming.
I'm not sure if they offer, maybe
Do you have
somebody
a
else
hint?
could tell you. I'm not sure if they offer, whether or not they offer the router head for the actual extension and wand. But I do know they
Oh,
make it
I
for
can
the
take that
actual,
off.
yeah, they do make it for the Dremel itself. And it's
Right,
little.
I can take the wand off. It just connects to the head. I just take that off and put it back on. It didn't come with it attached. It was an attachment
Dagan,
for it.
Dagan, I have a cordless. It's not a Dremel brand, but and it's just some cheap little thing that a buddy of mine gave me as a gift, a gag gift, basically. It's actually pretty handy. It's small enough they use it on jewelry when
Oh,
polishing and
okay.
stuff like that. The problem is it comes on strong, but the charge doesn't last long.
Right.
You know, about five minutes maybe, and you're struggling. So it's truly, I believe that's for jewelry and watches and stuff like that. But you can get some really finite tips for it.
I'll grow into that because there's a lot of carving I'd like to do on some of my work.
Yes,
You
yes.
know,
You know, your channel is right up my alley. That kind of stuff. I love that stuff, and unfortunately, I work a lot, uh, and pretty much 7 days a week. I think I've been doing now. I'm 55 years old tomorrow, and I've been doing 80, 90-hour weeks. and
wow.
and sooner or later, I think when I get time to slow down, I'm gonna really get into that stuff again. And
Well, your body's gonna make you slow down eventually, Sarge. Hate to say it, but you know,
well, that's
but
what
you
I
have
tell
something.
everybody. I'm a working mule. I'm a good mule, and so I hope that my only hope is that when I get too lame to work, I hope the veterinarian euthanizes me quickly and puts on my tombstone, he was a good mule.
Oh,
Don't drag it out. Just euthanize me quickly and make it known I was a good mule.
well, I'm gonna tell you, I have my thoughts about that, and you're right. I'm not game for suffering.
Yeah,
Uh,
but taking the cordless ones, they the one that I have, it comes on real hard and fast in about 5 minutes. You know, you can get all, you know, it's full power, and then it starts just phasing off and dying. And about maybe 10 minutes max. And the Dremel, I think somebody said something about Wichita said, does the nose of your Dremel unscrew from the body? If she's running an attachment cord, the extended cord, it does, because it has to unscrew to be able to screw that on there.
right, right. When I got this Dremel, it was just the Dremel itself. And I'm like, this thing's a big, huge freaking tank, meaning it was just big for my hands.
And I agree
And
with Wichita. He said for drilling small holes, that cordless is
right.
the bomb. And
Yeah,
I
I just
got my
saw
stuff.
that.
I got my stuff. I have to say that when I bought all the Dremel stuff and got it for Father's Day and my birthday and stuff, when I was married for 30 years, this was 30 years ago, 25, 30 years ago, is I did a lot of radio controlled airplanes, scale model airplanes. And
Nice.
that thing come in handy a
Nice.
lot.
Well, when this was given to me, I'm thinking to myself, what the heck am I going to use that for? But it was a gift. In other words, the gentleman that gave it to me was very kind to say, "Could you use this?" And I'm going, in my mind, yeah, I can always use stuff like that, right? But then I'm like, for what? And then as more I got into woodworking, I'm going, oh, I know what I'm using this for. And that
Yeah.
thing has gotten tons of use. And I have 2 other smaller ones that are corded. They're not cordless. So, but it's a real small one that I got at Harbor Freight.
Right. And that little cordless one I've got, I use it for polishing small stuff, jewelry and stuff like that, and cleaning watches and stuff. And Terry B just said he'd do a video for you, show you some of the tools he used, the small caliber ones. And like I said, that's what I use that little cordless for. One, it fits in the palm of your hand, and I mean it's a hot rod, but it just doesn't last long. You better
Right.
have it planned out for 5 minutes worth of work.
Oh, yeah. You know, I felt the same way about lawn care equipment. Um, I never wanted a battery operated anything for weed whipping, mowing the lawn, and stuff like that until somebody gave me one. Brand spanking new lawnmower, a Ryobi.
Right.
And because I have a super small yard, one battery, all I had to do is buy the battery. One battery does my yard. One battery does the 2 other yards, one battery each. And I'm like, there's something to be said for this because I am older. I'm getting older. I'm 62, but I used to work like you did. And as a
Yes.
woman, it was a lot harder on me than I would. Anyway, that's another whole story. And it's so lightweight. I mean,
Right.
that lawnmower I can just pick up and walk around with. It's so light.
I'm gonna have
But
to
that's the
subscribe to that
problem, though.
Terry B
You're
too. He's throwing
to
some
what?
names out there. Tools. I'm gonna have to subscribe to that Terry B myself because he's throwing some names and stuff out there. I want to see what he's got and what he's doing.
Yes, I am subscribed to him as well. 2 words: bead reamer and clean up on fretwork. Uh, tell me what you mean by bead reamer.
And
That's
while
what
he's
you tell
typing that, yeah, while he's typing that, I'm gonna digging the battery operated stuff. Back when I was involved, like in even RC aircraft, the battery powered stuff was coming in, and man, it was cool, but you just didn't have a lot of life. Well, now with the new battery technologies that they're developing within the last 5 years, it's leaps and bounds ahead of when I was looking at it all years ago. And so it's pretty amazing what they can do with batteries now and make them last. Uh,
Yeah,
but as far as when it comes to lawn equipment, like y'all are talking about, I'm sorry, but I'll be fossil fuels on that till the day I die, because when you're mowing 3 acres, 5 acres, baling 100 acres, it's got to be fossil fuels.
oh yeah, absolutely. The 30 minutes tops per battery, but that's all I need for the lawns that I do here.
Right.
And so for me to use the gas lawnmower, I spend more in gasoline than I did on one battery.
Right.
Because I got the lawnmower for free, by the way. Don't get me wrong. It's a $600 lawnmower. Never in a million freaking years would I pay $600 for that.
Terry B
But
said Hitachi is now Metabo. That's pretty crazy. I've got an original Metabo big old grinder. I'm a self-employed welder, have been for 32 years. I do welding and machine work, and I've got a Metabo that is a big old handheld grinder that you can put a chop saw wheel on, and that thing is deadly. I mean, it'll cut through anything you want to cut through. And Hitachi, it's amazing. They make, and I don't mean to be sound crude in this, but they make everything from excavators to dildos. That's Hitachi.
boy, I could have some fun at your place.
Yeah,
I'd probably die having that fun, but it would be fun.
I'll be dang. But anyway, I'm going to get down off of here because I actually just got a notice that some stuff I ordered is ready to be picked up, so I need to go pick it up.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much for
And
coming on.
I will come back in here and come back in your chat. I'm going to have to get up and run to the store. I just got an email that said that some stuff I'd ordered was ready for pickup, and part of that was milk, so I need to get up there.
All right, sounds good. If I'm still on, you'll be welcome back up.
Well, Amy, I sure appreciate you letting me up and inviting me into your channel. I really appreciate it. I like your content.
All right, take care.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that was fun. And I'm sorry I ignored the chat because I actually have my ear glued to the laptop so I could hear him. And I was so close to the screen that I couldn't read what you guys were typing. So I apologize for that. So let me do some catch up here. Festool, I'm very familiar with that name. Um, Bosch, I don't do a lot of the name brand names. I have a Hitachi. No, I have to think about that table saw. One-inch Dremel attachment that tapers from 0 to 16 fine diamond grit. I have some of those needles, and the gentleman that gave me the Dremel kit used to work with leather. So he had some of those fine tips, and I haven't really had a need to use them yet. And you're right, Terry. I'm going to tell you something. I've had some, for example, a cordless impact drill or cordless drill. $12 at Harbor Freight, and it lasted me 3 years. I mean, for $12 every 3 years, it wasn't worth buying another battery. When the battery went bad, it was just I'd just buy another one for 17. Of course, the prices went up, but it worked, and it worked good. So, yeah, now I have a DeWalt, but that was a gift, a Christmas gift. I would have never bought it, and now I buy the okay, I have the DeWalt batteries, I have 2 of them. And I have an oscillating tool that fits the DeWalt batteries. There's a paint spray gun that fits the DeWalt batteries, and something else that I picked up. I don't remember. But yeah, so now that I have DeWalt batteries, I buy the tools that fit the battery, and they're not DeWalt, and they're just as good. Yeah, Ryobi is not, I'm not fond of it. Um, Somebody gave me a bandsaw and said, yeah, you can have it. I don't use it. You can have it. Okay, well, I have it. And the guide bearings are all seized up. You can't buy them from Ryobi anymore. They're no longer available. And I was able to buy bearings that were the exact same size, but they weren't. And one of them popped right off and went right into my vacuum. I put that thing away and said, I'm all done with this garbage. I mean, it was free, so but it's garbage to me. I need something I can fix. I fix stuff myself. I don't want something I can't fix. No. No, thank you. Well, it was a pleasure to have Sarge up on the panel. Um, it was garbled. I don't know if you guys got any buffering at your end. If you could let me know whether you did or not, then I know I can do that again. Yeah, Terry, I don't mind the cheap stuff from Harbor Freight. I haven't been there in a long time. Um, but everything I bought there, I did buy a small Dremel. No, that wasn't a Dremel. It was something else. And they give you extra brushes with it. So, and I have yet to use those. Okay, so there was no problem at your end, Dagon, with the connection, with the live stream itself. Wait a minute. All right. Let me do something here. Let me Hi! Let me do this. All right. I need a minute. I need a potty break. Talk amongst yourselves, and I will be right back. Well, I am extremely thankful that I turned off the microphone before I went to the bathroom because I have my lapel microphone on, and that would have been a very interesting conversation in the chat for you guys. Oh, Dagon, I know it would have been bad, but I'm going. I look down. I'm going. Shoot! I have the microphone on. I'm like, oh, I turned it off on time on Streamyard. I'm good. Yeah, no surprise there, Wichita. It'd be worse for a guy. It's a lot noisier. Oh, that's funny. That is too funny. Oh my gosh. I was starting to float away. Well, Terry, when you're doing stuff like you do, you can't afford to have that happen, you know? And that's exactly my point. I like to be able to fix stuff. Ask Michelle, she'll tell you. If I can't fix it, then it definitely needs to go in the trash. Okay, Sergeant. Thank you again for coming up on the panel. Sincerely appreciate it. That was cool. Ah, so what's going on? UK Medic. Thank you for coming in, by the way. I know you're spread thin with a lot of channels that had live streams, and I always understand that. Yeah, he does, Dagon. He absolutely does. Yeah, the last time I bought a Harbor Freight drill, I bought two of them, And then I bought their replacement plan for one of them. And when the one battery took a dump, I took it back and got a new one with a battery. And then they lasted for several years. In fact, I ended up throwing everything away. The drills didn't go bad, the batteries did. And when I finally got this, I made them work as long as possible. And when I finally got this DeWalt, I threw them all away. It was just, I was done. They served their purpose. Okay, medic, it's late for you, my friend. Wow. It's your birthday, though. I definitely want to be on your live for your birthday. Um, do you know what time you're going to have it? Oh, no, I better look. Do you have a thumbnail up for it already? 2 a.m. minus a few. Okay, it's going to be later in the evening. Okay, that works. I have a prior commitment for a live stream. That'll definitely work. Yeah, I like the evening live streams that a lot of people do because I'm in comatose mode by then. During the day, it's tough. I think I said that with Yogi and Masha. It's very difficult for me during the day because I got so much stuff I want to do and yet I want to interact. And I just can't do both. Go get some sleep. My buddy's boat was called Prior Engagement. Yeah. I don't know how long I'll last. It all depends on how I sleep tonight. I don't always sleep well, unfortunately. Terry, did you go to your garage and get what you were going to get? I didn't forget. Prior engagement. Oh, medic. I don't sleep because my mind is racing nine times out of 10 on stupid crap. Unimportant, unnecessary garbage running through my head. Maybe it's because I'm getting psycho. I don't fear waking up. Okay. Sounds good, Terry. Maybe we can just plan on it. Wow. Wow. I'm sorry to hear you were convinced of that, medic. That's wow. I don't look at birthdays with any significance. It's every day that's a blessing that I wake up. I figure there's something more I need to keep doing in this lifetime. It's not over yet. It ain't over until it's over, Dagon. You know that. I need to get you up on a live stream one of these days too, young man. Well, medic, they're keeping you here, and like I said, you're still here for a reason. And I'm blessed to be able to get to know you. When I first came across your channel, I wasn't so sure. And I can tell you why if you want to know. Well, Terry, you must be a stubborn mule, huh? You must be another mule like Sergeant. You're just going to keep going. I'm glad you're still here as well. You'd like to know why. I can't answer that for you. Dagon. It's a state of mind. I am 25. You know, Terry, again, I'm going to say it to everybody that says stuff like that to me. You are still here for a reason. We won't always know, but it just is what it is. I mean, by rights, I shouldn't be here talking to you right now. The lifestyle I had when I was younger, yeah, I almost died 3 times. And when I look at the circumstances of why I didn't, without intervention, by the way, I look at why I didn't die and the things that happened that kept me alive. I'm like, wow, somebody really has some plans for me. It's just amazing. Well, my body doesn't want to work the way it's supposed to. He's waiting on curbside. That's funny. You're still here lurking. That's funny. That didn't take you long to get there either. Well, you know, Dagon, I know it wasn't my time and it wasn't Terry's time, and Medic is still here for a reason. We're all here for some purpose. I don't know. You know, I can get in all that philosophical stuff and go in that direction, but um I don't know. You know, I have my own theories, and most of them have been proven to me what they are. What my purpose is here, not a clue. It's Walmart. Oh, great. Um, Sergeant, it just broke up a little bit, and I thought it was my end. I could hear you and understand you. Um, but again, I'm partially deaf, so my face was planted to my laptop pretty much, so I could volumes all the way up, all that stuff. So you know, it wasn't you on that part. It does, Dagon. And when my body doesn't want to work the way I want it to work on any given day, I always count that as a blessing too, because it could be worse. So everybody's picking up their stuff, Sergeant? Or are you just waiting for somebody that's slower than molasses? Why are, why are you saying that, Medic? It's the first comment I've seen. Ah. Have you talked in between "I'd love to know why" and "right now"? Wow. I'm very sorry. I apologize. Okay. I'm kinda lost, and I'm sorry. Let me do something here. That should solve that, medic. I don't know why I'm not seeing stuff here. Sergeant was having the same problem. I need to go look at some things in my, back office to see why that's happening. Okay. So I just missed something somewhere, I'm not. Wow. Okay. Well, all I can do is apologize. I don't know what I don't know. It has to be that because oh, see, I didn't see that. Let me look. You hold that thought. Let me go look. I did not see that. No, that is so not here. Okay. Keeping you as moderator. I'll answer that question because I want to answer that question. When I first started watching your channel, you and many other channels were all about that Kelly deal. And it was a lot of uh well deserved, I'm sure. I don't know the channel and I don't want to know the channel. I don't know the person and all this. I'm not into that. And it was just a lot of I call it trash talk. Um and it wasn't my thing, so I walked away. I didn't I did not unsubscribe, but I also didn't go to your lives anymore. And I wasn't, it just it's not my thing. And it was pretty bad. Okay. Wichita, the wrench. What that means is you can moderate comments. So if somebody comes in here, you can hide them or block them, or um, that's it. It just helps you. I can give it to you if you want one, but I'm not having any problem seeing your comments. So back to medic. I don't know if you remember that moment in time that your channel was doing that. You and some of the people on your panel, it wasn't necessarily you, but it was a lot of stuff. And that's why when I finally got back into your channel, I'm going, okay, now we're back to just why I went to your channel to begin with, right? Now it's back to what I call normal. And so there was a couple times that that name came up again, and I said, please don't go there because I didn't want that to start up again. I understand a lot of it, and I'm not knocking you for it because it's done and it's over with. I'm 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 really enjoying everything about you and your channel. There was just a time there that I just couldn't handle it. What was, it's just not my thing. Okay, Wichita. Um, and of course, it wasn't just you either. Your channel. Everybody was on that bandwagon, and that's not reflecting upon you, by the way. Yeah, unfortunately, that's how that works. Um, I just never came across that channel. Thank you, Poker. I didn't know you were still here. You're so quiet. The only reason I know you're in a live stream is because I see your face up on the panel. uh, I do enjoy you though, Poker Rossi, very much, very much. Um, Medic, you're a helper, and I am as well. And you know, I I'm not okay. You're correct. It was the hot topic at the time. I'm not mad about it. It I could have gone into your chat and just, gave you all kinds of opinions on that crap, right? I didn't. I just walked away. You do you, you did you, and now you're doing you still. And I'm back. I'm around. Um, if I talk about a channel, I do not mention anything of a name or who it is. That's me. Oh, I know that you a medic. And Poker Rossi's English is getting much, much better. Um, except when he gets really excited about something, he talks so fast I don't have a clue. But again, that's because of my hearing. Yeah, I just don't. Um, I'm just not into it. And who am I to say anything about it? I think Poker Rossi. I think it's cute in a way that, and I would never make fun of you because of it, because good on you for trying to learn a new language, be in a community of a foreign language that's foreign to you. I mean, good on you for that. And you're doing exceptionally well. I think what's that other guy's Timo? He's the same way from Sweden. They're working on their English as well. Optimo, something like that. I forgot his name. I'm bad with names, especially when I don't understand them. All I know is his name is Timo, and Sabrine is his wife. I know you don't. There was just a time or two that Optimob. Thank you. Well, but Timo is his name. He had explained what that meant, so I call him Timo now. But yeah, it's. I happen to, there was another channel. I'm not going to name the name. There was a live stream. They were talking about another person, and it wasn't quite so dramatic. Um, but I'm sitting here listening to this, going, I could, first of all, I have no clue who they're talking about. Oh, I know that, Sergeant. I don't, uh, that's true, medic. Yeah, it's just I just don't want that stuff anymore. Like the live stream I was in, they were talking about somebody. It's somebody I'm subscribed the channel I subscribe to, I try to support, but when it's that kind of content, I'm out. I bounce. You know, I say hello and I give it 10, 15 minutes of not even listening, and then I leave it because, I want to support the channel, but I don't want to listen to that stuff. I'm a firm believer that what I take in is what I put out. So if I'm taking in that kind of stuff, I'm going to put that kind of stuff out, and I just don't want it. Yeah, I bet you were. It was pretty intense. It was pretty intense. I'm not, and for all I know, well deserving. I don't know. You are back to that. That's why I'm back. You know, I was new to your channel, so I was kind of like, you saw me maybe, you might have even remembered me maybe, but that was when I first came across you, crossed paths with your channel. So, um, you wouldn't have noticed that I wasn't around. There's another channel that everybody speaks about in a good way. Don't get me wrong. Um, but I don't like the channel. I don't like. Mm, what is it I don't like? Without giving away who the channel is, it's repetition. To do as many lives as that channel does, there's not enough interest for me because I'm listening to the same thing over and over and over again. It's almost like a loop of conversation. Is that channel doing anything wrong? No. Oh, yeah. You don't have to worry about that, Sarge. I know, no, Terry. It's not you. Oh my God. Uh, that's funny. Yeah, no, it's not you. And it's not any of the favorites that, like I will say it's not like it's not a Masha channel, or it's not one of those kind of, it's not her. It's, I know y'all know them, the channel. So, but it's, I do me, they do them. Yeah, it's you, Michelle. The channel with no subscribers and no videos. No, it's not Sarge. Sarge, on the other hand, would be nice to listen to. Um, I'm a sucker for accents. Even, we got Medic, Poker Rossi, Sarge, Roland Keith that was in here earlier. Y'all got excellent accents. It's a pleasure to listen to you. Who hides all the videos? Wait a minute. What we do? Oh yeah, she does. Michelle. No, Michelle is me before 2020. Never in a million years be in front of a camera. Never in a million years. I don't like my picture taken. YouTube. Oh hell no. That's Michelle. That's me before 2020. Yeah. No, you're more than 2 states over. Pull out the darn map. You know what? The West Coast does have an accent, just like New York City has an accent. Wichita, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being in here and putting up with my live stream tonight that had absolutely nothing to do with scroll sawing. uh, really appreciate you. Wichita has been an excellent mentor to me on the scroll saw. I tell you got a question about that stuff, that's the man you want to talk to. Take care, and I'll see you next week. I'm starting to turn into a medic live stream or tormentor. No, he's not a tormentor. Yeah, mine does too. I have to be careful, Sergeant, when I'm doing live streams for sure. Um, I think what would be cool is if we could get into a live stream and then when it's over, stay in StreamYard and then have a real conversation, have some real fun with it. I did that last week with another channel, and I'll tell you, we were just cutting it up for 2 hours. It didn't matter what we said. StreamYard's good for that, you know. If you don't bounce out of the software, everybody that's up on your panel, you can have a private conversation once the live stream ends. It's great. Oy vey. I cannot speak on that, Dagon. I cannot. There ain't nothing pure about your driven snow. Yeah, I have potty mouth, Dagon. Sometimes it shows up when I'm doing the live scroll sawing, and I have to catch myself, but not to the point where it's annoying. And yes, Uke Medic, we might have to do that one of these days. See if we can connect at a time that's convenient for everybody. I just love talking to people, especially, you being in the UK and your life experiences. I could listen to you all day long, Medic. Just amazing. And then I look at my life going, well, there ain't nothing amazing there, but it is amazing for me. But still, in all, um, I just have to, we'll just have to pick a time that you're not up all night, that your wife's not home, and Michelle will tell you I'm big on family and stuff. Um, Michelle is married and has children, and we talk a lot, but family, nope. When it's family time, it's not friend time. She spends that time with her family, and that's that. And so when you said that about your wife, Medic, I was just like, I wanted to reach through the computer and just give you a pat on the back. Good man. Good man. Because there's not many people out there like that. Um, Even now in my day-to-day life, if because I'm single, yay, and happy to be single. If I'm friends with a guy, because I have a lot in common with men because I do a lot of things that guys do, woodworking, and I'm into that, working on cars, whatever it is, that a lot of women just like, really? And so if I'm going to be doing something that involves a man that has a spouse, it does not happen unless the significant other is there. I will not. I will not meet you for any reason. I just don't. It's not my thing. Yeah, God does know you. My heart's always in the right place. It just sometimes doesn't come off that way. So yeah. Well, no, Dagon, that's not it. I have enough respect for the woman not to do something that would make her question. That's not it. It's being respectful of her. You know, I know a lot of men and a lot of guys here that I've come across that would just say, "F her. We need to get this done on the car," or "We need to, they need my help for something," and I'm like, "No, no, it's not F her. That's not how I work. I'm not doing crap like that." And it's usually sneaky stuff though, because it's not that they want anything from me. They just don't have enough respect for their significant other to show that kind of respect. And that's why when Medic said what he said on his live, that his wife, when she's home, YouTube is not part of my world. And I like, again, I wanted to reach to the computer and shake your hand. There's not a lot of men out there like that over here. It might be commonplace where you live, but it certainly isn't commonplace here. And no, I'm not going to be a side chick. I did that crap when I was younger. I think that's why I'm so dead set against anything that would be disrespectful to a woman's, spouse. Yeah, medic. To me, that's tacky. I mean, it's just like Roland. I call him my man crush. It's just something that came up, and I forgot why, but it has nothing to do with that. Yeah, but you know what, Terry B? A lot of these women don't care. They'll try to go after you anyway. It's so silly stupid. Yes, Sergeant, but guess what? I'm aware of that. And that was the position I was in as well. And it is what it is. It's sad that it's just sad. I think because my whole journey in this lifetime, you know, I'm all special and everything. Just kidding. My journey in this lifetime, I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. I hate it when that happens. I feel bad when Sergeant, I feel bad when you say that because it's so unnecessary. But when you look at the other person, and that's what I do, I look at the other person, they just were on their own path and didn't know what they didn't know. And I look at also that person's upbringing. What were they taught? Yeah, medic, I know that. I can tell by the way you talk about her. I can tell there. You don't even have to say that. Yeah, I just can't be that person. I'd rather not. God, how do I explain that? I don't share a lot of my personal life, so um, it will count for something, and he'll know that soon enough. Let me put it that way. What you see now as a waste was not. There's lessons to be learned in everything. I know of several two couples that went through 20 to 30-year marriages, both people. Those marriages ended, and then they found each other. And then when they found each other, it was like Medic saying, it was like, wow, where were you 30 years ago? Well, 30 years ago, they wouldn't have been ready for each other. Oh yeah. Yeah, because it's a lot of it's like it's yeah, it's a weakness. You don't want to show your vulnerability. Telling somebody you love them and that there's no, that's not being vulnerable. That's being a true man, I think. You're all good. Michelle must be in bed sleeping. Mm. Yeah. Oh, Blake, you're still there. Well, by golly, we have had that conversation. Blake is one of those couple of people that I know. I don't know his fiance at the moment, but both him and her went through relationships for 20 plus years or close to it, and they ended for whatever the reasons. It doesn't matter. But now that they found each other, it's like Medic says, it's a soulmate connection. And had they found each other 20 years ago, they probably wouldn't have even given each other a second look. And it's not based on looks, but where they were at the time. Oh, Terry, that's me. Oh, that's so me. Yeah, yeah, cellmate. Yep, that's what I said, Dagon. And that statement right there is why marriages don't work. Because one or both feel like they're trapped. They went into it for the wrong reasons. One or both. And it could be either one. I'm ending this at 3 hours, guys. This is way too long for me. Wow. That's a lot going on there. But you're loved anyway. Why can't I find a man like you? Number one, because I'm not looking. Number two, there's a gentleman that lives 5 miles away from me. He is single. Um, and we had talked briefly about just stuff, just general conversation. And I said right to him, I said, you know what? I'm not looking for nothing. I'd rather have a friendship than anything else right now. If I can't have a friend and a person that I want to, then, you know, Terry B, good night to you, my friend. I'm going to sign off in about 10 minutes. Miles will get my full 3 hours in. I'm going to have to do this more often, I think. Let y'all know it's going to be a chit chat night and get y'all ready and in place. This was great conversation. I think if I do the panel thing again, I want to do it on my desktop. Oh, I have to shut up because I'm going to go there again. I did that the other night. About the cats. Who needs a woman when you got cats? It was great talking to you tonight, Terry. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. Well, understandable. And the friend I was just talking about that lives the woodworker that lives not too far from me, the women he's come across are very they have an agenda. You know what I mean? To get married and hook up and all that stuff. I didn't say that, Sarge. I did not say that. Gosh. I love cats, and if you were doing something like that, I'd have to find your butt and do some serious hurting on you. I have dogs. I had at one point I had 16 cats. So, ooh, that would be cool. Yeah, I would come there and put some hurting on you. I do. I really love cats. I just don't have any anymore. I OD'd on them for, a while back. A while back, meaning for about 20 years. Dogs, cats. Now I just have dogs. Oh yeah, cats rule the roost. Are you kidding me? They run the show. I don't care whose house you're in. They run the show. Hey, maybe we should do a fundraiser for Sergeant to go to the UK. That was an ongoing joke a few years back in the YouTube world. Oh, my car broke down. They do a fundraiser. Oh, I need this. They do a fundraiser. Oh, wait. They do it. I'm like, does anybody not know how to take care of themselves? Well, you could do it. I won't donate because I can't. There was a time when I first started, I'd say in 2021, the communities that I was in, that's all they were doing. Yeah, GoFundMe takes too much of it. Takes way too much of the profits. It's a great thing. It's a great program if you're looking at a super high dollar amount that you need. But oh, I remember those days, Sergeant. I do remember. And when I had 16 cats, it wasn't just one. Everybody wanted to be in the bathroom. But when I was taking a shower, couldn't find a cat anywhere. They didn't want any part of that. They would come in, they'd peek around the shower curtain, and I'd open it up and they'd get sprayed a little bit from, overspray. They were gone. Well, if you're pooping, you're going to be there for a while. You might as well sit in a warm lap. I'm surprised the cats can stand the smell. Oh, cat poop smells. Good Lord. I had two cats that, they cover their stuff, right? But I had two that their aim was off. And they'd scratch in that box and you'd look and there's a big pile and there's the poop right next to it. It's like, dude, you gotta aim true. Oh, well, that's true, medic. Sure, why not? You're scamming, but nobody else is that's doing stuff like that. It's sad, and that's yeah. I'm not even gonna go there. Yes, that's sad. I don't know. I do not know what the social media world is very. It's not real, and that's why when I come across people such as everyone that's here, it's wonderful to be communicating and dealing with real people, and you can tell the difference. And then you got somebody that's going to accuse you of something. See you later. There's the door. Don't let it kick you on the way out because you know what? I'm doing me, you do you. Yeah. Poker Rossi, thank you for hanging. I am exiting stage left. Appreciate you being here. Oh, let's see what we got here. I didn't play a whole lot with this. There we go. That's the extent of my playtime. That's going to be my parting visual. Yeah, I'm not into that. If I have thumbnails that are uh, even remotely going that direction, I'm done with that. That's sad. What half? Oh, you're funny. The half that gets people to come in. Well, Sergeant, I'm gonna end the live. I'm tired. Um, I need to take my dogs out and actually get something to eat because I haven't had dinner yet and it's late. But I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to do this more often. That's all there's to it. You're in Texas? We can talk and talk and talk. Yeah, I know you can. And I enjoyed talking to you, but if I know I'm gonna do a live like this again, I'll use my desktop and I'll have my earbuds in. Then I won't have a problem. You are fine. It's me. So on that happy note, oh, you know I wanted to say that, Sarge, didn't you? Who needs women when you have pussy at home? Oh yeah. Well, I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'm gonna go. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. I haven't done this in a very long time. It's been like 3 years since I did this kind of live stream. So I do appreciate you guys. And I think I'm going to have to do it again once in a while. On that happy note, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Take care. God bless. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Well, maybe. But take care, everyone. Thank you.